I'll invite the next speaker, Mr. Koshy. He's a country director for Oracle University, India. Round of applause for Mr. Koshy, please. And sir, please try to keep it brief.
Hi. Good afternoon. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Maybe in another 5-10 minutes I'll just rush in faster on my presentation, but I'll not take much time. And thank you for coming in here, and we should thank Mr. Meena and the eminent dignitaries and all the delegates here. I run Oracle University, so we don't have a campus. A lot of people ask us, do you have a campus? No, we don't have a campus. We are the competency and skill development arm of Oracle Corporation globally. So we intervene with skill development across higher education in colleges and universities, and work very closely with the councils at the government level to get students employable, because that's the core of the reason why everybody needs to study. So I think so most of you are very familiar with Java, which is close to 72% of the global software code is written on the Java language. So that is where Oracle is, to make it very simple to all of you. So I will not, so though I have a presentation, but I will not, do you have that thing? So I'll just move a little fast so that just to get you perspective on the whole, yeah. Okay, competency building, a lot of people work on just books and go to universities, but what I urge the vice chancellors and the government very consciously is that in the ICT space, technology dramatically changes. So what you teach today, by the time a person completes it, he is stale. He's not ready and employable. The latest survey actually tells us that close to 90% of the graduated students are not employable. So that is a scary thing. So today we could educate a lot of people, but what do you do at the industry level is that we're not able to employ them. So a lot of companies, including big names like IBM, Infosys, all of them, get them into campuses, spend anywhere between 6 to 9 months, incurring anywhere between 10 to 15 lakhs on retraining some of them and getting them billable. So I urge the universities, government, institutions to look at this pretty seriously, because that is one of the reasons why the level of hiring from colleges is actually dropping dramatically. And also the technology is moving to the cloud at a very, very fast pace. So recently Wipro announced that they're cutting 20,000 people. So the reason why I'm giving you these examples is that the colleges, institutions, government must know that that is where all your students are going to go. And it's very important that you are in pace with technology and work very closely with the product companies. Though I represent Oracle here, but so is SAP, or so is Microsoft, all my competitors, but it's very important that you work very closely with industry. So just to give you, we in Oracle University, one of our mission is to prepare future workforce. So we invest time, evangelize. We have curriculums, close to 670, over 127 technologies that we have with us. And we work very closely on this, and we build a whole ecosystem so that people are ready to get into industry at a much faster pace. So that is what we do. So you can see the global computing trends. So just to give you an example, today we're talking about smart city. I don't see any college or university talking about Internet of Things, IoT for smart city. So Bangalore is a smart city which should happen in the next 2-3 years. But I don't see any college or university talking about smart city. My students should be ready to get into, they should be equipped to get absorbed into the smart city projects. So nobody even talks about that type of stuff. So that is what I'm saying, is that we need to think way ahead of time, because technology is a perishable item and it just dramatically changes. So what happened 1 year back will change now. So we used to have, today people are talking so much about data scientists, big data. And what would happen is with all the modelings that is coming up, very soon these data scientists will vanish. The reason is that the models will be done by software. So these type of things and disruptions will keep coming up, and universities, colleges, institutions, government must realize that. So you don't make a curriculum for 4 years, or every year you may want to change your curriculum. You must be so dynamic, because that's the way the industry is going to be changing. So, yeah, I'm not going on to talk about, so this is some innovation complemented by acquisition. So you can see that Oracle covers from the server storage side all the way to the application side. We cover the entire spectrum, and these are our products. I'm not going to touch upon it. And we can intervene with your curriculum, with your institutions, and actually build the whole industry upwards, along with certification, because most students have to be certified to get in. So just to give you an example, I just went to Naukri.com yesterday to check how many jobs are there for Java. And there are 93,000 jobs available today, but majority of the people who are there are not certified. So it becomes very difficult. So we've seen that certified person gets close to 20% more salary than the non-certified people. So certification plays a very, very important role. So I urge the institutions to actually focus on outcomes. So what do I teach, and what is the outcome for the student when he passes out? Is he ready? So work very closely with alumni, industry, and actually build on the whole thing. That's what we're talking about. And digital learning is dramatically changing. Mr. Meena rightly said that, and although the minister had said about digital literacy. So, you know, as we talk today, we are completely shifting to digital. Today, most of our content is already moved to digital. We are, today, I'm also announcing the launch of Workforce Development Program Digital from Oracle University. Each of you will all get one license to use, trial in your kit. We'll send it to you by email, so you can all use that. And we have close to 450, 500 courses, which is all high definition digital. Because also what is happening is that there's a huge challenge that we don't have faculty, because technology is changing at a dramatic pace, and faculty becomes very difficult to actually deploy. So we are actually moving at a very, very fast pace onto digital. And what we are seeing is we're working with the Skill Development Ministry to see how we can contribute to Digital India skill development. So we're working very, very closely with them, working with the whole smart city initiatives, because we are one of the largest in the Oracle Cloud, Internet of Things. All that stuff is going to be happening pretty fast. So I just spoke about digital. I'll not touch too much about that. So this is the certification path. It's very important that you know, all of you talk to the students and talk about certification, because it's like getting a green card to go to work in India, go to US, Europe. Our certification is useful everywhere, and that is one of the reasons why we should push people to certification. People say that, oh, it's expensive. Some people go and say that, let me go to the industry, let me join a job, and then I will get certified. But it's like all of us not getting a degree. We study, we don't get degrees, but then when you go out, people ask you, are you, you know, have you got a degree? That's what everybody asks for, because that is basically the signature that they know that you have studied, passed, and you're certified. So basically that. Okay, so I'm not taking any more time, so because I think all of you need to have lunch. Thank you very much for the time, and appreciate your time to listen to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope questions will be ready for him also, if somebody having